Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. This is the second episode of the Metal Asylum podcast or web show or whatever.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, YouTube show. The thing is, we start this one with a timer, so it goes 20 minutes. So we're not going to dilly-dally around too much. But again, thank you for joining us. We're recording this in late 2017. And the focus of this episode is going to be our top 10 lists for the year 2017, for metal albums of 2017.
Right, these are studio albums, we're not including live albums and best ofs and things like that.
Oh, well, I am, but...
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I included one.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah, so I broke the rule a little bit, but
right.
But yeah, you can disagree with me or argue with me when we get to that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I just want to tell everyone listening, this has been a tradition in Metal Asylums before I even got involved. Every year, Rich and the writers would put up, top 20 or 25 albums of the year.
Right.
So we're just continuing that tradition. Although this year we're adding the top 10 from our top 25 on this show you're listening to.
Correct. Yeah, and they will do some mentions of our other numbers in the 11 through 20 if we get time.
Yeah, I stopped babbling here. So let's get right to it, man. What's your number?
Okay.
We're going to do our top 10, so we're going to count down, of course, in the appropriate fashion. So what's your number 10?
I put in Portrait, Burn the World. Did you get a chance to listen to that one?
I have not heard it. Tell me about it.
They're a band that is very Old Merciful Fate-ish. So the singer does some of the high singing and the rhythms and the guitars and the drums and everything. It has that kind of fast, speed metal-ish approach to it, but then it's kind of like, how Old Fate is kind of progressive too, and it keeps changing.
Right, yeah.
Songs, I mean, not all of them, but some of them, like Gypsy, is very straight to the point, but like other songs like switch gears throughout the song and they're a little longer. That's what Portrait does. So it's really cool. It's very interesting and it keeps your attention.
Nice. I mean, you kind of had me at Old Merciful Fate, but
yes, I have yet to really hear a band that actually recaptures that sound like that. Yeah,
right. I mean, King Diamond is one of a kind. So
yeah.
I mean, that's
totally unique.
So that's cool. That's a great endorsement.
Yeah, I found them to be pretty cool.
So,
how about yourself? What did you have?
Well, my number 10 is a strange one. I like the strange stuff.
Right, which is great. Always turning me on to something new and weird.
Well, this one, it's the name of the band. It's actually a guy. It's called Zeal and Ardor, and the album is Devil is Fine. Which is interesting.
Did you get a chance to record? Review that one or no?
Yeah, I wrote a review. It came out actually kind of at the beginning of the year. It was early in the year. What's interesting about this is that it combines stuff you would never expect. It kind of combines like old slave chants and chain gang chants with metal and with kind of like I wouldn't say just with metal and slave chants. I mean, that's kind of all you need to know. It's just that crazy, and it's one guy who does it. Apparently, he did it on a dare, like on some guy in a message board kind of dared him to do it, and then he came out with this thing, and it really works. It's really, it's number 10 on my list because it's really inventive, and a couple of songs, Blood in the River, is a really great little song, and he does some little inventive instrumental parts throughout. It's just unlike anything else you'll hear, but it's also well done, so that's why it's number 10 for me.
Okay. My number 9 is the latest from House of Lords. It was called Saint of Lost Souls. Remember that band from the late 80s, early 90s?
I do remember them. Yeah, I saw. I have not heard that one yet either. I saw the.
Okay. I've always been a big supporter of House of Lords. I thought they were great back in the day. The first two albums, the debut and Sahara, and they got back together in the early 2000s. And they've been putting out records ever since. It's still Greg Christian singing, but just the rest of the guys like Greg Trufree and the other guys are still not with him. But he's been leading the band since 2000, and this is, what number album is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is like the 8th album, I think. 7th album. And it's great. It's still melodic hard rock. It's got the keyboard still, so it has that ivory, keys sound going on with it, but it's much more, House of Lords became much more guitar-driven since the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
They're always great. Very consistent. All these new albums that they've been putting out have been really cool. So they always usually make it into my year-end list. They always put out a good album, and it's unfortunate they just don't get enough attention, and not to make people know they're even still around.
And also, I know you're a Jeffrey fan for back in the day too, right?
I like Jeffrey. Yeah, they were a little light. This House of Lords has always been a little edgier than Jeffrey.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, that's good stuff. My number 9 is a little different. It swings. Actually, it's a lot different. It's about probably the doomiest doom album you'll ever hear.
Okay.
The album is "Love from With the Dead" by the band With the Dead. We actually Metal Asylum featured an interview with Lee Dorian. The guy who's the head of Rise Above Records and the leader of With the Dead. The guy's a fucking legend.
Right.
This album, again, is actually hard to listen to. It's hard to recommend because it's so doomy. It's pretty much, like I said, it's the doomiest thing I've ever encountered. But it's really, I almost admire it more than I actually enjoy listening to it. He even joked when I interviewed him. He said, you can't really tap your toes to it.
it's slower than a Candlemass or a Trouble.
At times. The last song is like 17 minutes long, and it's just a cry from hell. It's just super. But it's impressive for what it is, and I do enjoy it. I do recommend it. I actually think their first album is more listenable.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still pretty dark stuff, but I like it. So that's why it's on my top 10.
All right. And I like some doom. I like Candlemass a whole lot, and I like Trouble too. So I should listen to that a little bit more. I did check out a couple songs.
Yeah, I think. Lee Dorian he's a legend in the business, and he's a class act too. Not that makes the album good, but it helps that he's not a dick.
Right. Okay. Number 8 for me was the Evil Invaders Feed Me Violence album, which I think you checked out for my request, right?
That's on my top 20. Yeah, not top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, very good stuff.
That was a very cool album. Very old school, speed metal, not quite thrash, but definitely thrashy moments. But that old school, clangy, just like, it's a little bit under uncontrollable almost, like speed metal,
Yeah, it's kind of noisy and chaotic, and
a lot of shredding and the vocals are kind of over the top. But like that video for the one song where the guy's hanging from the ceiling and he's singing the song, that's awesome.
And that sums it up. That pretty much sums up what that's all about.
Yes, exactly. Cool. And how about you? What was your 8?
Number 8 was actually more in the Prague area. Prague was Witherfall, Nocturnes and Requiems.
Okay.
Jake Dreyer, who's formerly of Ice Earth. The guy is unbelievable. The guy's one of the best guitar players working professionally today. And they definitely have a Nevermore vibe. But I'm a Nevermore fan also.
Exactly. So am I. Huge fan.
But yeah, I really like the Witherfall album. Not just for Jake Dreyer's playing, but good songs too. And with Jeff Loomis is busy now with Arch Enemy. We might not. They're kind of picking up the torch or picking up the baton. Where Nevermore left off. And that's a good thing. But they're their own band. They're not a ripoff. So enjoy Witherfall.
Okay. Oh, that Evil Invader song was Mental Penitentiary. That was the one I couldn't think of the song.
Yeah.
Where he's hanging from the ceiling with the chains.
Yeah. Great.
So all right. So number 7. Speaking of speed metal, thrash metal choice was my number 7 was Overkill's The Grinding Wheel. We're both, professed Overkill fans for the longest time.
Yep.
And Overkill's just been consistent, I thought, with each album that they've been putting out since Ironbound. And this one's also, you know, it's Overkill. It's like business as usual for them, you know?
I've only been in 2 band fan clubs in my life. One with Suicidal Tendencies, and one, of course, is Overkill. You know? Yeah, I mean, never go wrong with Overkill, man.
Yeah, it's like, you know, Ironbound, Electric Age, the White Devil Armory from 2014, and this one. They've just been consistent with what they do. It's not, and it doesn't sound like they keep rewriting the same song either. It's like an amped up, supersonic version of the Overkill from Under the Influence and the Years of Decay and Taking Over.
Right. Yeah, you know, I mean, Grinding Wheel is in my top 25. It's not my top 10, but yeah. Respect. I mean, it's again, like I said, it's Overkill.
Right.
Sorry, that's not really deep or
No, it's what I said. It's consistency for them. You know, it's consistency without sounding like they're trying to do the same thing over and over again. And it doesn't sound like not that I'm saying it doesn't sound like it. They just haven't. You can tell that they haven't lost their edge or their speed.
Right. Oh yeah, it's on brand. It's intensity. I mean, this lineup is a really strong lineup. You know, they've had lineup changes over the years. It's a very solid lineup for these guys.
Yep.
And like I said, I mean, you're right. It's not just carbon cookie cutter. Like, hey, we're going to crank out some more crap. It's
right.
But it's still also it's on brand. I mean, Blitz's personality. Blitz is one of a kind.
Yeah, totally.
And it comes through in music and also his live performances. If you've never seen Overkill, then stop listening right now and go find them somewhere and see them.
Yeah, really, because he's I think he's the best thrash frontman.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
Don't stop listening, but go find him and see him live.
Okay, what was your 7?
Number 7 for me was the band called Prospect with a K. The album was The Illuminated Sky. It's another power prog album for fans of Symphony X, maybe a little Dream Theater.
Did you write about them? I don't remember seeing that one.
Yeah, I reviewed them. I think it came out over the summer. I felt like at the summer it was probably one of the best albums of the year. Maybe even, I might have even said that in my review, that it was my number 1 so far for 2017. You know, it's dropped to number 7, but yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, similar to Witherfall, they kind of belong together. They're, you know, number 7 and number 8 for me, but yeah, it's similar. Good stuff, though. Check it out.
Very cool. All right, number 6 for me is the new Firewind, Immortals. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with Firewind?
Yeah, it's Gus G.
Yes. Who used to play guitar with Ozzy for a short time.
Right.
Unfortunately, it was only a short time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a bummer for him not making all that money and playing all those great Ozzy songs, but also good for him not kind of being in that corporate controlled world and doing his own thing with Firewind.
Right, where he had to just, you know, follow in the footsteps of Zakk Wylde when he's not Zakk Wylde.
Right.
Like the album he played on Scream was clearly not him doing himself. Very unfortunate. Right.
I mean, you know, we're split on Zakk, but you know, I guess is his own man, and he deserves respect.
I wish he was able to shine when he got to play with them. He was great live. I loved seeing him with Ozzy. I was glad he got that opportunity because Firewind's a great band, and I really like the new album, Immortals, too. They always put out consistent stuff, and they deserve more attention, especially here in America, and they just don't get it.
All right, well, first of all, there's no way we're going to get through our top 5 in the. We got like 5 minutes left, so we'll have to figure it out. We'll wing it.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So my number 6 is actually there's another interview recorded for Metal Asylum. As of this recording, I haven't posted it yet, but it will be posted. Talk to the guitar player Benji from Ne Obliviscaris. The album is Earn.
How'd you figure out how to pronounce that?
Well, I hope I'm saying it right. Well, he said it. He had a pretty strong French accent, but really good guy, nice guy. Also lefty guitar player, so he gets props for that.
Okay.
But it's on my top. None of those reasons. It's not in my top 6 for any of those reasons. But it's number 6 on my list for just being really well written. I mean, it's actually yet another kind of progressive prog kind of thing. It reminds me a little bit of Between the Buried and Me, just for being very smart and heady. There's a little bit of Opeth in there too, for sure.
I mean, with a name like that, it's got to be smart and heady, right?
Right, exactly.
Can't even pronounce it.
Well, right, but you can actually read it, unlike other bands in our genre. But they're also interesting. They're from Australia, so we've seen some interesting stuff come out of Australia over the past couple of years. Vanishing Point a couple of years ago. I think that we're going to see more come out of Australia and kind of go global in the years to come. So that's my number 6. We're not, like I said, the timer's going to go off. We're not going to make it. That's all right. This is a special episode, right? It's our top. Our top of the year.
Yep.
Hey everyone, we did decide to cut this one in half. So check out part 2, where Rich and I discuss our number 5 through our number 1 in the next episode.